Today we are going to learn about snapshots. What are snapshots? So I got a few documentation. So snapshot in simple words you can say it is a backup. Taking backup of the OS disk, data disk is called snapshots in the Azure words. So here you get two options of the taking backup, two snapshot types. First is incremental snapshot and full snapshot. What do we mean by that? An incremental snapshot is like you taking the backup of the OS disk and then on the day 2 you added some file inside that. So in this incremental snapshot only that file will get added to the OS disk. It is not going to take the backup of entire OS disk. And in the full snapshot, what it will do, it will take the entire copy of the disk every time. So the difference is if you go with the incremental backup you will save your company's cost, and if you go full snapshot it is probably the cost will be high. So in like in production environment people go with the incremental snapshot types, and the other documentation is here so you can read it. So I'm just moving to the practical. So currently I'm having one VM virtual machine. I have named it as a VM1. So can you click on this VM, open your VM and search your disk. Open the disk and as you can see currently our disk is VM1, and I have also taken the RDP of this. So let me create a file. So once we delete and take the backup, so we will have the idea test, and inside this let's put some data 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? Click save. What I did, I just took the RDP of the VM and created a test file and insert some data inside this just for the testing purpose. So just click, let me repeat the process. Open virtual machine, click on your virtual machine and search your disk. Click on the disk and then click on your OS disk. Once you are inside your OS disk, click on create a snapshot. Once you click on create snapshot, I will name it as a OS disk VM 2, OS disk VM 2, and here I am moving with the incremental backup. Rest of the things look good to me. Next. Simply you can click on review and create. I am clicking on create. So once the snapshot is created, yeah, deployment succeeded. So now we can see it is here. Can you search for snapshot and click on the snapshot? Yeah, so snapshot is created, OS disk VM2. Now what we will do, go back to your virtual machine and we will delete this virtual machine. Why it is not giving me the option to select? One moment. Because it is getting stopped, so I think so. Yeah, we lost the RDP. So I think VM is in deallocated mode. Yeah, it is in deallocated mode. Let's try to delete it. So we have successfully deleted our VM. So VM is gone. Now search here snapshot. Click on the OS disk. And as we can see, disk is already created. Now we will go to the disk. Search for the disk. You can search it. And then click on this VM1. Actually, this is my previous one. Let me try to delete it. And we will create a new disk. I have taken a backup before this practical. So let me delete it. And in the meantime, we will go back to the snapshot again. Click on the snapshot and click on this disk and create a new OS disk, because you are not going to see the disk that was previous one. So click on create disk, and here you will name it as a, let's name it as a OS disk VM2, right? That's what the name, snapshot name will be. Okay, already exists. So let me see OS disk VM, and rest of things is okay. Click on review and create. See, in the production environment, you may have the requirement to choose like subnet and vnets, but here we don't have. So have to just click on review and create. So the new OS disk is created. We have named it as OS disk VM. This is the same disk which we have taken the backup. So now we will see this in the disk. You can search it, and we should see OS disk VM. We just created the disk, right? Now click on this OS disk. Now we are at the restoration point. How you can restore the deleted VM through the snapshot. So that's what I am performing right now. Click on create VM, and let's name it as a VM2. What do you say? Rest of the thing is okay. Here you select the same site, VS2 V1, V2, sorry, and rest of the things is as it is. Networking, if you want to choose, but we have already deleted, so we don't want to choose anything. Let it be created. If you want to give tags, you can. I don't want to give tag. Click on review and create. So we created a snapshot. Then what? Then we taken the backup. Then we created the OS disk, and now we are performing the restoration through that snap disk. Click on create. Once this is created, what we will do, we will take the RDP and check for the text file, the one which we have created. So just give it some time, it will be deployed soon. So yes, our VM is deployed. Now search for the virtual machine. Sorry for this. Search for the virtual machine. Yeah, we can see VM2. Open it, and let's try to take the RDP. RDP. Yes. Click on connect. See, you will use the same username and password, the one you have used in your previous VM, because this is just we are restoring the same VM. You have noticed that at the time of time of creation of the VM, it did not ask us to enter username or password. So it is just what happened. Why we are not able to take the RDP? Is it not on yet? No, it's running. Let's try one more time. Yeah, now it is giving the option. Click on yes. So this is how you take the snapshot, then this is how you restore. Basically there are very small steps involved. You take the snapshot, you go to the snapshot, you click on the disk which you click on your snapshot disk, and then from there you create the OS disk, and then you search for the disk and you go to the disk, you create VM there inside the disk, and then you get your virtual machine, click on your virtual machine, take the RDP, and you can check that right now we got the access. Because I have very low course, so it is taking time. So here we can see the test file which we have created, it is there. And one moment, sorry for that. So we can say it is here, the test file which we created. So this is how practical is done. And thank you so much for this lecture. See you in the next one.